I discovered that if I pretended to be blind, I could sit outside the temple and beg openly, even receive a free apartment from the government. That day, just like any other, I went to play the piano for the wife of a wealthy man. When she opened the door, I could feel that she didn't want me to come in. But since I had already taken her husband's deposit, she eventually let me in. Not long after I started playing, I smelled something strange. Following the scent, I found a dead body in the living room. Then I finally understood why she hadn't wanted to let me in. At first, I pretended to stay calm and casually said I needed to use the bathroom. As I walked through the living room, I intentionally stepped into some water on the floor so I would look more like a real blind person. Once I entered the bathroom, I realized the killer was right behind me, holding a gun. I held my breath and tried not to make any movement that could expose me. Fortunately, he didn't suspect anything. When I passed the living room again, I saw the face of the dead man. Clearly, it was the wealthy man who had hired me. I forced myself to stay calm and went back to the piano to continue playing. After leaving her house, I hesitated about whether I should call the police. The man had been known for his generosity and always tipped me whenever he hired me. In the end, I went to the police station and said I wanted to report a case. But before I could finish speaking, I saw the man who had been hiding in the bathroom. He was wearing a police uniform. I froze. He was the chief of police. Luckily, I reacted quickly and changed my story immediately, saying that my cat had been killed. The chief's eyes were cold as a knife. He had just killed a man, and now the only witness was sitting right in front of him. He clearly suspected that I wasn't really blind. He insisted on taking me home himself. As soon as we arrived, he noticed a newspaper on my table. I said it was there to line the trash bin, but he obviously didn't believe me. He kept testing me at one point. He even threw a small knife near my head. I didn't move. Fortunately, he didn't see through my act. The next day, the rich man's body was found floating by the river. His wife cried bitterly during the interview. Later, the police chief blamed the murder on a young man. I was called in to give a statement and had to listen to them fabricating the entire report. My palms were sweating. I wanted to stand up and tell the truth, but that was just a fantasy. I knew that if I spoke up, I would end up like that rich man dead. I thought everything was over. But then, a twist appeared. At the funeral, the man's wife kept talking about what had happened before his death, unaware that during the murder, she and the chief had overlooked someone, the old lady next door. After the funeral, that old lady went to the police and said the rich man's wife was lying. When the wife found out, she went to the old lady's house and knocked on her door. At that time, I happened to have been hired by the rich man's daughter as her private tutor. When the elevator doors opened, I saw with my own eyes the rich man's wife pushing the old lady down the stairs. My legs went weak. I almost collapsed. I forced myself to stay calm and pretended I hadn't seen anything. I didn't know whether the old lady was killed because she provided evidence, but I believed that woman had gone insane. She wanted to eliminate everyone who knew the truth. I wanted to escape, but before I could step outside, someone knocked on my door.